I've had my second Pixel 6 Pro now for just a little over 2 months, so let's revisit this bad boy. What's up guys, welcome back to Michael's Tech Talk. So this is my second Pixel 6 Pro. I picked this up on Amazon Renewed, and after a couple of really good experiences with Amazon Renewed, it was a no-brainer when I seen this come up at the price that I did, so I had to have it. And I'll be honest, it hasn't disappointed. The phone itself is in fantastic condition. There's no dings, scrapes, dents. Even the camera has the original bit of plastic still on the back of it, which is pretty awesome. The phone came in its original box with all the original paperwork, USB-C cable, and because I bought it from the seller on Amazon Renewed, they actually sent me a charging brick with it as well, which was pretty awesome because you don't get charging bricks anymore. It was pretty cool to get a charging brick with it. And also, if you aren't aware, with Amazon Renewed, you get a full 1 year return window with this, which is just absolutely incredible. If you ever have any issues, or full year 1 year warranty with something that's refurbed is not to be sniffed at. So definitely top marks. I am well impressed with this from Amazon Renewed. I hope this does change opinions for people when it comes to refurb products, because you can get a real bargain and you can get a real top-notch device for a lot less money with the same benefits. You get the same guarantees, same return window, all that sort of thing. Fantastic. So let's talk design. The design of the Pixel 6 Pro, in my opinion, is one of the best looking phones within the past year. It's distinct, it's unique. We've got this unique camera bar on the back, which I do personally like. It's got the curved display, which personally, I'm not a fan of curved displays on phones. I think they're a bit played out now, to be honest, but still a decent design. In my opinion, Google have done a great job of making this phone look unique and identifiable. The minute you see this phone, you know it's a Pixel. And that's awesome. It doesn't look like the same Android generic phone out there. It's got its own design, it's doing its own thing, and I dig that. So let's talk features. Google Tensor has enabled some of the best features to come on a smartphone this year with Google Assistant. Google Assistant with its voice dictation is the benchmark when it comes to smart assistants. There is absolutely no debate. Bixby, behave. Alexa, nope. Siri, please. Google Assistant, man, it is the benchmark. From its voice dictation, like understanding people like me with funny accents, it is unbelievable. It works perfectly. Call screening, ridiculously good. Such a good feature to have. Just screens your calls and tells people to bugger away off and leave you alone. Love it. Absolutely love it. It is the benchmark when it comes to smart assistants. Ridiculously good. Camera features then, the likes of Magic Eraser and Camouflage, fantastic. Now they're not perfect by all means, you know, every picture's different, and depending on backgrounds and textures and all that sort of thing, it can be a bit hit and miss, but on the whole it's a great feature to have, and it's only going to get better. And let's face it, we can trust Google to do the right thing when it comes to camera stuff. Top notch. Display and speakers. So let's talk about the display. The display is an adaptive refresh 120 Hz display, and it's pretty good. I can't say different. The refresh rate is great. It's smooth and sleek, and the colors and the profiles on this display are really good, and I can't fault that, to be honest. It's on par with all the other flagship phones out there. It really is. It's great for watching HD movies or playing games if you want to play games. The likes of, I personally have been playing games with Xbox Game Pass on this phone, and I'll be honest, it's been really good. Can't fault it whatsoever. You know, the selfie camera has a very small footprint on the display as well, so it's not going to really get in your face too much if you're going to be playing games or watching things on the phones. The only downside with this display is the optical fingerprint sensor in the display. It's a pain in my ass. Like, I haven't had a good experience with it on 2 different phones. I mean, it's fine if you register your thumbprint, and I'll be honest, there's times there I'll use it and I'll, like the first dozen attempts, it'll just go, yeah, no problem, come on in. And then just out of the blue, when you actually really need to use it, it'll go, nah, you're not coming in. Nope, who are you? Don't even know you, go away. It's made me want to throw this out the window so many times. I had hoped the upgrade to Android 13 would help this, but let's be honest, you can't polish a turd, and it's pretty pants. But anyway, moving on to the speakers. Stereo speakers on this, and I'll be honest, they sound great. They're not tinny, and yeah, they are really good. They're a lot better than a couple of the other flagship Android phones that I've tried this year, so that's a good sign. Samsung. Battery life. Day-to-day varies with use, as I'm sure you know. But when it comes to battery life, typically on this, on a day-to-day basis, anything from 6 to 7 hours of screen on time is what I get out of this, which is not too shabby, to be fair. I'll be honest when I say this. The battery in this did perform better than the S22 Ultra for me, and I think that's a good thing, to be honest. Especially with Tensor. The battery's not too shabby. It really isn't for me anyway. So that's still cameras. It's a Pixel. It takes good photographs. And another breaking news, water is wet. It takes great photos, great portraits, and it doesn't really disappoint when you're taking photos with this with your camera. It does exactly what it says in the tin. Google has not dropped the ball when it comes to their image processing within the Pixel phones, and this is no exception. It has been really good for me, and I can't really complain too much. The selfie camera does have an 11 megapixel camera, and it's okay, it's not bad. It can be a bit grainy in low light situations, but it's a selfie camera at the end of the day, so it is what it is. So let's talk bugs. To say that I haven't had any issues with the Pixel 6 Pro would be a barefaced lie. I have had frequent issues with, and I've already mentioned it, fingerprint sensor. Reads my fingerprint when it feels like it. It literally, it's like it has a mind of its own. Some days it'll go, yeah, come on in, and it's great. And other times it'll just go, I don't even know who you are, bro. Go away. It's like, what? It's so frustrating how inconsistent the fingerprint reader is on this. But again, that's a hardware problem, and I did have it in my head that it would be fixed with software patches and updates, and even updating to Android 13, thinking, yes, this will be the day that they'll maybe fix it. No, it's pants. The optical sensor is just garbage. It's hot garbage. I have registered this thumb, which is the main hand that I use this phone with. When I'm using this phone, it's in my right hand, and I've registered this thumb 4 different times, and it's still times there I'll go to unlock the phone and it'll just say no, just no. It's so temperamental. It's got its own damn mood swing in the front garden. I'm not even joking. Frustrating. Wi-Fi issues. Now, I have had a flurry of Wi-Fi issues with this device. It's this device specifically. The last Pixel 6 Pro I got on launch day, I had no issues with the Wi-Fi on it whatsoever. Everything just worked perfectly. The 4G modem worked perfectly on it as well. No issues whatsoever. This, I will say, I have had issues with, and it's literally just been a case of I could be on the Wi-Fi and it'll just then drop its connection just for no reason whatsoever. It'll just drop, and you're sort of sitting there shaking it and shouting at it, all that sort of stuff. And then by the time that you're ready to put it down to pick up another device, it'll go, okay, I'll work, and then it'll just reconnect. You have no idea. Because even when you think the Wi-Fi would have issues, you would think, 4G, it'll fall over to 4G. No. Nope. I will admit, I did have a lot of these issues when it was on Android 12. I am currently running Android 13, and touch wood, I haven't had any issues since. So I'm hoping Wi-Fi issues have been resolved on this, because I would hate to smash this thing into bits. I really would. But so far, since Android 13, it's been okay. It's been okay. And the other real big issue that I have had has been app issues. As you know, I shoot videos and content for this channel, and I've shot a few videos with this to do some shorts and some TikToks and things like that there. In doing that, I've sort of had it in my head that actually I can shoot a little short and I can fire it up on the TikTok, or no, I'll not fire a short on the TikTok, I'll put a video on the TikTok. Anyway, listen, terminology's out the window. I shot a short video that I was going to put on TikTok. All well and good, went through and did all the bits and pieces and was ready to upload it, and just as I went to upload it, the app turned around and went, no, we're not supporting that type of file. What do you mean I can't put a TikTok on my phone? What are you talking about? It wouldn't recognize the video that I'd shot. And it was just a standard 4K 30 FPS, and no extra special settings or any of that other stuff. TikTok just wouldn't do it. I had to actually forward the file to my iPhone and then upload it with my iPhone. Don't know if that's a developer problem or an Android 13 problem, Android 12 problem, somebody's friggin' problem. It's not my problem anyway. But, you know, it just sort of frustrated me that a simple task like creating a small video and putting that up on the TikTok, I just couldn't do it. And that sort of stuff, it shouldn't happen. I mean, I dicked about with various settings for the camera, changed FPS rates, even tried 1080p. TikTok just didn't like it. I was like, no, I don't like pixels, go away. I will say, in regards to stability, updating from Android 12 to Android 13 has fixed a lot of the stability issues I was having. I was getting a lot of random crashing and a lot of random freezing. That hasn't happened since updating. I was using Android 13 beta and I'm now using full-blown Android 13. No issues, touch wood. Everything seems to be tickety-boo at the moment, so that's a good thing, I suppose. So the big question, would I recommend the Pixel 6 Pro? We are at the end of August at the time of recording this video. With this being Google's first generation silicon Tensor, I have no doubt that the next generation is going to be better, hopefully. That being said, I love the Pixel experience, the clean aesthetic of it, no bloatware, no crap preloaded into it, bloating it up, a pile of unnecessary rubbish in the phone. I love that Google don't do that with the Pixel. With it being its first attempt at its own silicon, I would say it's been relatively decent in my opinion. If I were to compare, I'm not going to compare the Google and Tensor to Apple and Apple Silicon, because let's call a spade here. Apple Silicon it's miles ahead of the game. It is the benchmark. But saying that, would I recommend a Google Tensor Pixel 6 over a Samsung Exynos chip phone? Absolutely. Of course I would. Really decent. But you do get that fluid, snappy, clean Android experience with the Pixel. The software experience alone is worth buying. Now, the only concern I do have with the Pixel 6 series is quality control. There is a bit of inconsistency when it comes to the quality of these devices, in my honest opinion. Do a social media search on the Pixel 6 Pro. You'll uncover people that have never had an issue and would maintain it's the best phone since sliced bread, right? Which is fair enough. You get people that have been plagued with issues, and then you get people that are sort of in the middle. These people, I would say, are the most truthful people. If I'm being honest. Picked up the Pixel 6 Pro on launch day, and other than the fingerprint reader on it, I have no issues whatsoever with it. This one, I did have some bugs and some issues with this one, and strangely enough, the image stabilization module on this phone rattles. Now, I've never had a rattly module in any phone I've ever owned. Any phone, and I'm talking iPhones, Samsungs, Pixels, you name it. Listen. Now, I did ask about this on social media, and a lot of people come in and went, yeah, that's normal, you know, my phone does it, and my Samsung's done it, and this, that, and the other, blah, blah, blah. Personally, I've never had it on any phone. So, when I got it, I was a wee bit bewildered. I was like, what? Right? But this is where I go back to quality control. I think Google definitely has some work to do when it comes to quality control with the Pixel, just to make sure that across the board, you know that you're going to have a really good experience across the board. Now, yes, you do get, when you do mass produce a product, you will get a few here and there which have issues. That goes with any sort of electronics. But again, I just do think Google have a little bit of work to do here when it comes to quality control. That being said, I picked this device up for $579 on Amazon Renewed. $579 for a flagship phone with this camera, great photographs, great portrait mode photos, great night photography, astrophotography, which is what Pixels are famous for. Pixels have always been famous for, it'll be the best Android phone you'll pick up and point and shoot with, hands down. That's what they're famous for. They were also famous for being value for money. A flagship phone of this spec, I picked this up for $579. I checked it the other day, it was $550 on Amazon Renewed. So Amazon gone Amazon. Prices are up and down all the time, but you can pick up a real bargain. And if you want a good, clean Android experience, flagship specs and camera on a budget, it's still a good buy. You can pick these up new from Google Direct for $649 retail. It's a lot of phone for the money. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments down below. Are you a Pixel user? Let me know, have you had any issues? Have you had any problems relating to maybe some of the things I've had issues with? Or have you had any issues whatsoever related? Let me know in the comments down below. And even if you haven't, let me know in the comments down below and let me know what your favourite thing is about the Pixel 6. That about wraps it up for this video, guys. I hope you liked it. If you did, smash that like button for me. Massively helps me out on the channel. And don't forget to click that subscribe button and ring that little bell to be notified of new videos just like this one. And until the next one, guys, I'll catch you in the next one.